Hi, it's Wave, and by the title, you can guess already what this video is gonna turn out to be. So let's get right to it. I wanted to start by saying how I even got introduced by the brand. The only stores I ever been to growing up was basically TJ Maxx, Ross, nothing ever mid-range, but at the same time, we didn't have any stores where I'm at that had like upper end. You had to actually drive to the next city in order to get the mid-ranges and all that. So clothing was always been difficult for me from the start. I didn't like how majority of store brands were made for tall people. They don't really include petites like me. So that was always frustrating, and I didn't understand why some clothes would look better than other people when we will wear the same exact shirt in the same size, and yet I'll see them fit perfectly, and then for me it'll go down to my knees or mid-thighs. So I very look frumpy, and I didn't like that. It was high school, like around like senior year. Yeah, senior year. Since I stopped growing for a really long time, I had trouble finding clothes that actually fit me right and all that. So I was looking for like sweaters because it just got so cold, and I didn't own any since I got rid of so many because I lost weight and all that. So we were going through the shopping malls, and then we came across H&M, and we said, okay, let's try that, since Macy's didn't have anything for me. And I noticed right off the bat that I instantly fell in love with it because the sizing was pretty good. Well, not the sizing, but the hemming the first time I actually went to the store for the sweaters. So after that, I started to continuously buy from that brand, and then I noticed a few things as the years went by. So let me start by saying one of the things that I didn't like, and that is the inconsistent sizing. When I got the first sweater, I fell in love with it because it fit perfectly and all that. So I actually got another one online, and it's the same size, and yet it's not. So that was kind of weird, but I didn't think much of it at that time because I thought, I was like, oh, whatever, you know, it's much comfortable and all that. And then the jeans happened too. So I noticed that I buy the same pair of jeans. I always have to get them hemmed because of the length, because I'm short. And they're the same size, and yet I noticed that one felt different than the other. I didn't understand that, and I didn't notice it right off the bat because I was really lean in tone. And then once I started to gain weight, that's when I actually took notice. I wonder, wait, why does this one feel better than the other one? And then the jeans broke. Well, one of them. I had to buy another pair, and that broke too. That is within less than 2 years of only one pair that the first one broke, and then a year for the other one, and it broke too. That has never happened to me. I always have like jeans from like JCPenney when they were still in business. Well, in my area they're not. And I will buy from the Arizona brand, and they will last me for years, like because they were sturdy, but they will fit. So I started noticing that, and then the whole greenwashing, which at the time I had no idea what that was. I come to find out the whole factory collapsing and all that. So I was just like, wow. You know, as a kid, you don't really understand it, and then once you get educated by people that actually in that field, then you're like, oh, what have I done? I actually put money into a company that was not doing the right thing, and people severely got injured or passed away because of it. So I didn't like that, and I didn't want to support a company that does that. Because of the whole inconsistent sizing from the sweatshirts, the jeans breaking in that consistent sizing, even the undergarments, I would get the same size, and yet I noticed right off the bat that it will feel different. Like one was actually tighter than the other ones that I bought previously. And yet when it comes to undergarments, they only have the final sale, so once you buy it, you can't return it. I can understand for hygienic reasons, but the sizing should always be consistent. And because of that, going throughout the whole things, I don't want it. And then here's another thing. These guys. I always wanted a pair of combat boots, but like high. And I thought when they had a sale for like 50% off, my dad was like, go ahead and get it. I was like, okay, cool. And within a year, they started to fall apart. Like, it's really peeled right over here. And then right over here. Like, it has gotten so much worse throughout the time. It doesn't keep me warm, which granted, they're not meant to keep you warm. At least the advertising doesn't say that. But they're meant to be for the fall. So I thought it would keep me warm. They don't. The shoelaces I couldn't stand for the longest time because I would try to tie it. I even double knot it, triple tie it, and it would come loose all the time. So I constantly trip myself, end up pulling the edges from my other shoe, and it's just a disaster. So I actually kept these pair for like the past year or two just to make this video, and then I'm gonna throw it out because it's not giving me any value, and I don't want my feet to feel frozen. And I live in Florida. Imagine if I was in Michigan, New York, or Alaska. They would not do well. Well, Alaska, there's no way to begin with. I want quality because I don't want to keep buying clothes, because I'm at the point where I'm finding more of my style in fashion, and I'll do a video about tips and tricks for petites because I'm one. And that was part of the big reason why I enjoyed H&M until I started noticing all the little things that were happening throughout time. Another thing too is that something like this, which I enjoyed for many years, though it's not my size because I got a size smaller when I was really into this weird crazy obsession about being tiny, so that kind of messed me up, and that was on me. But another thing about it is that even the laces down here, even though I haven't done this, it was great for a while until one day in the washing machine it unraveled, and then from then on I could never get it to stay put even when I tied it many times. And it's at the point where I think it shrunk as well because it doesn't feel comfortable anymore. And I'm pretty much the same size that I was when I first got them, which is like 4 or 5 years at this point. So it's time for me to let this go and give it to somebody else. I mean, it's still in decent condition, but ironically this is the one that actually lasts the longest versus my other clothing that I got. Like even the undergarments, those are like so old and peeled off that's like, okay, it needs to be thrown away because they shear off instantly. One of the things that I can't stand is having to consistently buy clothing when I just want to buy clothes one time and then make sure it lasts for like 5 years to 10 years, because I have clothes that I've had since elementary school that still hold up today, though I do like a lot of rotations as well, so it does last longer that way. But I never had a clothing brand where the jeans will rip easily or the undergarments will break apart real fast in under a year. And then more and more clothes that I bought from them either have inconsistent sizing, material feels different. That was another thing too. I buy from the same brand inside the brand itself, and I can feel automatically that they don't feel the same. So it's very confusing. I don't want to waste money constantly buying when I can just save money for something else, like investing in skincare, because I have acne and I'm an adult at this point. So I want to focus on that, or invest in gear for filming here and other projects that I work on for volunteering. I want to invest money in things that matter to me and that are like a hefty thing, like owning a house. That's something I definitely want to do at one point. But if I'm constantly buying something so little that it's a bare necessity, it's not worth, like the numbers don't add up. So I'm more conscious of that and more conscious of what stores I even go to now at this point, which I can do a whole video about anyways. Because petites, there's a lot of disadvantages of being that. Anyways, these are the reasons why I will no longer buy from H&M. And let me know down below if you guys had the same experience I've had, or you've had good experience, or it's gone downhill at this point. Because I'm curious, even though I won't spend any more money from them, I just kind of feel like I'm the one that's like got the bad luck out of it. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.